Primor Keep. King 9 stage. I didn't notice the dialogue on the side of the options menu before. I like completely screwed over that. We've got options menu dialogue over here. Finally, the setup is getting close to usable. Aren't we particular about how we work? It's important for a workspace to feel comfortable. Comfortable? That's interesting. I always thought alchemists liked to work in dark caves illuminated by torchlight. And quite the opposite. What could have given you that notion? Or high atop a lone tower in some isolated place. Hold on. Are you thinking of wizards? Oh, yes. That's what I was thinking of. Alchemists, wizards. They're rather similar, don't you think? Please tell me you're joking. Alchemy is a science. Wizards aren't even real. How can you compare them at all? Don't tell me you've never enjoyed thinking of what you do as a kind of magic. Not at all. Alchemy is a rigorous, evidence-based discipline developed over centuries of careful experimentation and theorizing. Apparently it's a very stuffy discipline as well. I'm just trying to explain it. Alchemy is categorically not magic. I understand, yes, I understand. Now, why don't you just cast a spell on yourself to loosen up a little? You're just toying with me now. Surely you can conjure something up. Please stop. I mean, it's all been voiced so far, Silly Pears. The little quips back and forth in the plot are actually reasonably interesting, I would say. Okay, yeah, that's right. We just I guess we can touch on plot wise where we left off, I suppose. Like so the house that we were part of, that we signed on after our education or whatever, just got wrecked. Like, we went to war, they, like, assured us it was just, like, a ceremonial thing, and the people attacking us were just gonna take some of our land, and we'll put on a show, and no one wants a real war. And, oh yeah, no, they completely wrecked our face into the ground. And, the person leading the charge on the other side really has no regard for human life, and, this is approximately where we left off. Discarded paper. Certificate of licensure. Antaeus Vaya, House of Van Tassen. Pursuant to the Second Imperial Law concerning alchemy and duly promulgated amendments, the Imperial Alchemist Guild hereby issues a license for the practice of alchemical engineering to the above personage in the service of the state in August House. There's my lost license, I guess. Abandoned tailor shop. I wish we had gone back. It was clear there was no choice for us. How I wish we could have, though. If at least Frederick had survived, there would be some small hope that the Van Tassen line could continue. It's too late for that. We should be thinking about what to do next. There's nothing next. Don't you understand? Nobody will want to risk dealing with us. We'll live the rest of our miserable lives in hiding. I should have gone back and died with them. Concordia, aren't you mad too? Mad? I don't know. I'm not sure we deserve anything else after how poorly I defended the house. My career as an alchemist is in ruins. What a worthless pursuit this has turned out to be. Maybe it'd be better to forget it all. Listen, Antarius. Do what you want, but I know the next step for me is revenge. The only next step, in fact. I don't know yet how I'll achieve it, but that's the purpose of my life now. Is that another of the ways of the houses? Honor, treachery, swearing revenge? No. This is about me wanting to put a dagger through the heart of those Culven wretches. How could they be so heartless? Concordia, I'm going to step outside. I know it's dangerous, but I need to take a very long walk. Wait, Concordia. What? I was just going to say that, well, whatever it is we decide to do, we'll definitely need supplies for the transmutation engine first. I'll come with you. Alcohol separation and water purifying. Before you ask, no, this gin is not because I'm taking things poorly. It's for alchemy. I wasn't about to ask. It's a rather brilliant scheme, actually. I'm going to isolate individual elements from the alcohol. It's essentially the reverse of the process I used earlier when... Antaeus? Yeah? Don't ever give up alchemy. Oh god, what is this? Van Berlo's Wheel. Oh my. Okay. By using Van Berlo's Wheel with a glyph of duplication, neutral salt can be turned into any of the 4 cardinal elements. Because it's typically only used if an alchemist cannot otherwise access one or more of the 4 cardinal elements. It's sometimes called the Alchemist's Last Hope. Okay. Hey, Rick Jackson. So, if anyone hasn't seen the scheme previously, we're making a machine and coding it to take an input and turn it into an output. In this case, we've got this distilled alcohol molecule here that we need to break apart and turn into these 4 separate elements here. Most of the time you're doing the opposite. You're taking smaller bits and turning them into a bigger whole. So we're mixing it up here. And we're going to need to use Van Berlo's Wheel. I can turn everything into salt. So, default assumption is where you grab this, spin it over here, spin that around, breaking off all the pieces. Then it'll drop off the water piece over here. Meanwhile, this will, it's after this glyph. Yeah, it's a glyph of duplication, right? Yeah, okay. Does that just go on top of it then, or? Is that what it should? Oh no, just the one side. This is what it's becoming, and okay, yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. I suppose we would program the Alchemist's Last Hope like any other thing, huh?
The fanfare ascends.
Hey there, Mary. So we'll be ripping off, well, the fire will be super easy, so just get that taken care of. Probably easiest way would be like something, because I want it out of the way enough that it's not gonna crash with other pieces, right? So maybe just like pull fire back into here or something like that. And thanks as always for ludicrous continuation of support, Baron. Hey, Kitcheru. So that's the current plan there. I don't think I want that to be first, though. We probably want to deal with assault first because it's more complicated. Do both of the assaults first, fire last. That should be correct. Although, hold on. Doing that with the fire here at the end, pulling that into here while we're swinging the water down here won't work. So maybe do the fire in the middle? Let's default to that plan. Default to that plan. Okay. There's too salt on this. Turn the salt into salt! Okay, you can't extend it out further. I wouldn't really think so, but good to know what my limitations are. Let's see. Oh god, they're on opposite sides of the wheel, of course. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? That's okay, there's time, because we're doing the fire in the middle, so there's plenty of time for this to spin around while everything else is done, right? We'll keep using these extender arms just to keep everything nice and out of the way as much as possible, right? So we'll pull one of those over here, convert it to that, drop it off, and then we'll do the same over here. Everything's nice and out of the way. This looks good already to me, which is a little troubling, to be honest. Because usually if it already looks good, there's something horribly wrong I'm missing, right? But, 4 will be... yeah, that should be the order of things here. So, grab, rotate, and then spin twice. Meanwhile, as soon as that rotates and it's already decoupled here, can we do that? No, that's one step more. Yeah, like so. So, that goes and grabs that, retracts, drops it off. Pile of terribleness. I don't know. This looks good to me, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. How soon can I rotate this, just for future reference? I don't think it matters yet, but Greetings, Mr. Ukazi. Oh, it's still held on by the other one. Right, because two didn't let go. Gonna need at least that much of a gap, I think, to make it actually work without everything going horribly wrong. Although I might as well just leave it here, because this is gonna be a longer loop anyway. Although, to be honest, if we're doing this route, we just do this, right? Like, that's gonna reset us faster. So, broken, and reset. Because that's already 8. We would add, we'd add 2 more to the loop if we had one handle all of that. Cheers, man. A Baron wheel? Was that in like the expansion content or something in Codex? Because I don't even remember that at all. Or extra levels or player-made ones. I don't remember how it was organized and classified or what have you, but okay, we don't, like, we actually want fire last now, right? Because we want 2 to be able to just do this twice in this this loop, right? I think that's what we want. That's what I'm telling myself I want anyway. And then, but here's where number 6 grabs it. That's where 6 does that. What's 5 doing? 5, oh yeah, that's at the end here. Here's the right time for that. And then we just need 4 to rotate 3 times. And then rotate 3 times again. Okay, when's it actually getting grabbed by 3? So it's clear at that point. When's it getting grabbed by 6? Is over here. So that should be fine. What have we done horribly wrong? Hey look, that's rotating way too fast for 2 to catch up. What if I had another arm? I could do it with another arm. I could do it with another arm. 2, you're not gonna carry this burden alone. Cheers, Chronometrics! Yeah, this is like the 18th expansion to Coin Crypt. It's really you'd kind of describe it as a different game at this point, I feel. Okay. So you work in between the cycle, right? I'm gonna put you next to 2 because you're doing the same thing. But like right here? Is that right? I don't know, let's find out. Oh, it's going the wrong way. It's not literally the same thing, it's just basically the same thing. Okay. Rotate the other way. Hey, there we go. Oh, here we don't go. What did I do? I put the this is it converted. Okay, so it just the wheel rotated at the wrong time, or I mean wasn't far enough. Yeah, this was too fast. Uh-oh, my machine's too fast. That's a problem. That's a problem. Hey, it's Jaxie. If you send me a key or a link or whatever, I can take a look at it. Hey, Andy. Yeah, I remember now. It stinks. I remember now. I spare no expense, Raven. I spare no expense. I don't need your cheaper track nonsense. Okay. How much does everything get ruined if I try to do this slower? Yeah, let's just make this a step slower and see if it ruins everything. It does ruin everything. Okay, as expected. As expected. Can we make this work? Like, what if I'm like already rotating this? That's not gonna work, is it? That'll be too soon, right? Yeah. Man, I mean, we easily solve this just by adding one extra bit of delay to this machine, but I'd rather not, right? We've got a nice like 8th cycle here. Everything's pretty happy, except for that one thing, which is super not happy. Because it hits here, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, if I rotate it, what if I rotate it the other way? Then the salt becomes salt, but then it becomes this? Does that work? That's just crazy enough it might work. Let's find out. Okay. Yeah! Science! Alright, 18, wow. You can do this in 18 cycles. That is quite something. But at what cost? It's still on the graph, okay? The cost is still on the graph. At what cost is 280G, obviously. We know exactly how much cost. What actual, like, salaried tabletop position, huh? For, like, Hasbro, Fantasy Flight? Yeah, that is faster than I would have guessed you could do that, because this is not a bad solution. Yeah, this is like the same speed your name here got about. Digital is tabletop. Gotcha. I still love the one that, like, our cost was, like, over here, and our area was, like, over here, like, wasn't even on the graph. That was amazing. This is definitely doing things the hard way, but oddly, it's kind of fun. Good thing there's plenty of cheap alcohol to be found around here. Unfortunately, alcohol only gets us part of the way. We need base metals, too. Securing a large quantity of metal without raising questions, that'll be far more difficult. We'll have to come up with some kind of plan. I have some ideas. Water purifier. Is that a glass of water from the river? How'd you guess? That lovely gray color was the giveaway. You weren't going to drink it, were you? We're going to need water if we're to remain here for the time being. I know you've never been in this part of the city before, but really, look at that. Right. Well then, I'll fix it. Hey, Arboretic! We need to make a super salt water. Seven. Seven's a stupid number, for the record. I got an even number of inputs. I want an even number of outputs. Although we'll make it work. Anything exciting with the pinwheels here at all? Not really seeing it, because mostly we're just going to be dropping stuff in here and spinning it around while we calcify. We're probably going to want 2 of those, I'm guessing. And we're going to have something over here just spinning that around and then dropping it off when it's done. Alright, if I have this too close, it's just gonna keep colliding. That's fair, Dread. It's fair. We'll see what the playlist provides, huh? There is, I believe specifically the fight with Plague Knight, the hyper-intense version of the Explodatorium theme on the playlist. I guess that would be over here now. That's not, this is less than ideal. We can figure something else out that's better, right? Use a track to make that a pusher. Pushing will protect us. That's just horribly. Let's not even try to plan, because if we're spinning something around here, it's just going to immediately hit this. That's So yeah, the biggest concern here is getting stuff where it needs to be when there's not a lot of room for that. That is incorrect, Andy. Shoving. Shoving will protect us. So, I mean, we're definitely going to be using this for a lot of the salt, too. But we need one of these for realsies into the middle, and we want it there fairly early. Doesn't actually have to be the first there, per se. As long as it doesn't do any conflict. So, for example, like if it ends up getting like pushed here, then like moved into here later or something like that could potentially work. But, so yeah, both of these need to be at least a space out. This might not even be good enough, actually, because I don't know if I can swing this at the end if it's trapped like that. I could test that pretty quickly, right? That'd be a good thing to know, because it'd give me a lot more flexibility if that was in fact possible. Oh, this was supposed to put one over here. It's minus. And then they're both corrupt off. One, they'll be fused, and then this can just grab and rotate, and we'll see if it breaks. So those fuse. Yeah, okay. As expected. But if that wasn't the case, then we'd have some nice options that we'd want to take advantage of, so... We can do that on one side, but not the other side. Or we can do something fancy like pull this down and rotate it, I guess. I guess that's true. We could always just pull that down and rotate it. Because it can spin around in place with these where they're at. Yeah, that should be fine. So maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan. How's it going, Ziggy? Thanks for the host. How did Agricola treat you tonight? So plan on dropping it here instead. Salutations, Spiral Cycle. Just slam dunk it. We did the spinning slam dunk and that monstrosity of airship fuel we made. Alright, I don't dislike this plan. Let's ditch this junk here. Okay. Is this close enough we can get stuff conveniently where we want it? I mean, maybe. I don't know, this Spiral Cycle guy looks like they might be up to no good. Hey, Baylor Lord. Agricola's pretty good. I personally am not as fond of the cards and how swingy and uneven they are and stuff. So I like Caverna better, but both are really good games. Okay, I'm loosely thinking we'll have something on a track and then it'll move it past this while it's on the track, right? Going to where it needs to be. So, something like that. I mean, I've tried that derangely, and that's definitely one way to do it. That does require everyone to know the game pretty well. And also, I'm just not very fond of drafting in general. That's not to say drafting is a bad mechanic. That's one of the biggest outliers as far as like, I'm not that fond of drafting for it being a pretty good mechanic. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I don't know, Sushi Go's fine and stuff like that, but I like some other forms of draft a little bit better. Open draft has a lot of problems, but I still probably like that a little bit better than a proper draft, as it were. I mean, if you have a good, well-designed core game, then you don't need the craziness of the cards to make it replayable. But then again, you've played Agricola more than I've played any Euro game, I believe. Probably any 2 Euro games combined. Like, how many times have you played Agricola, Ziggy? Like 200 or something like that? Baylor. Definitely gotta go with Cadorce. So this will just be like spinning for a long time. I'm wondering if I want to try to like optimize having an extra arm here that's there to bring it to the exit or something. Like if this arm's just spinning and then it's getting ready to go for the next set. I don't know. We kind of need that delay for things to start getting set up anyway. So whatever. This one probably won't be as efficient, but hopefully it'll look neat. We can always try to optimize for style if we don't optimize for efficiency, right? Alright, so 600, or 800, or multiple hundreds of plays, yes. And this is the one with the extra time, and it's we're currently set up to. This should be down here, right? This should be inverted. Like so. I see, Ziggy, I see. Depends on where the mood takes me, Blackfire. Indeed, Dan. Yeah, like even drafting, I like removing some of the most ridiculous ones. Or like the idea of it, not so much the practice. I don't know the last time I played Agricola. I did play Caverna last month, though. They're definitely pretty similar games. So, do we have like two tracks? We just do everything with tracks. We could keep trying try to do everything with tracks here. Put like another one of these over here or something, right? And then we got ourselves another arm right over here. Another track situation like this. It's not a deck building game, No Home. It's a worker placement game. For those unfamiliar with worker placement, essentially every player has some number of characters, merchants or tokens or family members or what have you, and in turn each person places one of those one of your actions on a space in the board, and then once you've taken that action, normally other people can't take that action anymore, or they get like a worse version of that action or something like that. So it's a lot of the play is about prioritizing what actions are important, which ones you want to take first. Yeah, I've tried to make a drafting deck builder before, Baylor. That's one of many of the designs I've worked on. That one did not work super well, although I'm working on another deck builder now that might be that has a little more promise. Hey, Empty. Yeah, so games like Lords of Waterdeep, Stone Age, Agricola, Caverna, Kalis. But yeah, that's my current design project. So, I mean, this should theoretically mostly work. Let's see if I can actually picture this. Yeah, because this is handling these spots, this is handling these two spots. We want and they'll go at the same speed to get all four of them in, right? And then once all of them are placed, this rotates once. And as, like, basically as that rotates, this is slamming down another one right here. This is slamming down another one right here. And then this one's ready to slam down another one right there. And then we spin it out, and that looks reasonable. Okay, well, one is the last one. Something like that. And we want 3 to be first, I believe. Four is also going to the minus. One does not want to loop at this point. Because... so one shouldn't be first, that means. Yeah. That should be the case, because the Cinder one, while it needs to be grabbed to start the next run of things, we're not adding another one to the middle, right? Like, it's done at that point. Which means currently by the time it's looping back, it's gonna be too soon, so we're gonna have to just add a time buffer, probably. Well, no, 5's gonna take so long to do its thing, there's gonna be an automatic time buffer, I think. Infinity Wars, yeah. I tried that out briefly. Okay, so that's when 5 grabs it. Well, it could grab it sooner, but it's not actually there until now, right? Yeah. So it's in place. We can immediately spin it after grabbing it. Just the one time. And, yeah, 3 is already looking to, drop their piece in here. And then it'll be dropped in here. At which point we retract, rotate, reset. It's possible this works. Whoa, what was that? Oh, everything's waiting for 5! I have to manually loop them if I want to loop them, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Manually loop everything except 1. That makes everything even way longer. Oh, whatever. Let's see if it works first. It does not. So it's a little too soon. Is that what's happening here? Rotate, slamming those bad boys in. And it's ready to go. Well, we needed to wait longer for 5 anyway. Okay. At least here. Probably one more, to be honest. Oh no, we can do it there. Wait. Oh, it got double bot. What? How did that happen? What? Okay, it got double botted somehow. This bond there. That calcifies there. That bond's there. Oh, God. When you... So what's happening is these salt molecules are getting bonded together. Because we're pulling it back one here. And that ruins everything. Niacide first. I haven't played Alchemist yet. Man. And by ruins everything, I actually mean ruins everything. Just actually everything. Like, I was wondering why, like I was like, okay, yeah, it looks like it's working good, okay, this should be fine. And it's like, wait, the output didn't go. Okay, so we can't do that. So... Alright, well, I'm now picturing something sillier, of course. Which would involve 4 arms up here instead of 2. Clearly we need an arm for every operation, right? That's often good when you're going for cycles. No, the only reason I'm retracting in the first place, Baylor, is because I can't rotate it. Because this and this are too close. So if I spin it in either direction, it catches one of those. I knew that was a potential problem up front. I tested it. It's like, okay, if we spin it, it will hit this. Okay. Oh, we can just pull it back and then rotate it. It'd be perfect. All right. And that's what we ran with. And then, oh, we went to the bond breaker. I mean, that's just silly enough. I kind of want to do it now. That is just silly enough. I kind of want to do it now. Okay. Let's take a look at what this is gonna entail. Blip, blip. Okay, get the double bond here. We spin it there. Okay. So we're gonna have, we can't do it both at once, though, is the sad thing. We can spin it again, though. Okay. Let's just do it. Do it there, and then after we rotate it here, we then just spin it in place so it breaks the other bond. And then can we extend and drop by chance? Probably not, because this is going to be overlapping, right? Yeah. Like if I could do this, then I totally would, because that would be faster. And then we have to do that, and then do that. It adds a relevant chunk of extra time to things, but so it goes. This is, like I said, silly enough I feel like I gotta just do that now. It's like, alright, got these extra bonds. We gotta spin it. I think that little, like, spin wheel of death at the end has some pretty good style to it. The arms are kind of middling, a little low on style. We actually still did it pretty fast. Look at that. What is this hump here, man? Like, I expected it to be, like, about here, right? Like, either on the average or just below, because we cost ourselves a lot of time doing that. But we're over here. We're still over here. Like, obviously it can be done faster, but alright. I guess I'm happy with that if we're over here in the graph. If we were like here, I'd be like, yeah, maybe we'll do something else, but that's acceptable. That's acceptable. It's kind of nice just like dynamically adjusting how much you want to optimize your solutions in this game, right? It's just like, this one was annoying, let's just make it easy. Alright, done, cool. Does it look cool? Well, that's even more important than if it's efficient. Nobody cares about cost, ZZT Raider! Except those who do. There. Care for a sip? Why doesn't the great alchemist sample his own work? Because I'm sure it's right. What a coincidence. I'm sure it's right too. You're no fun at all. Well, here I go. Well, it's fine. Water. Slightly sour. Sour. Somewhat bitter, too. It will have to do for now. I'm gonna get back to work. The thief! Hey, look, Eagle! Welcome! At least I feel that was related to your name. I might be confusing you with someone else. Apologies if so. Should probably just call you the actual name you have rather than trying to add stuff to it. But yeah, exactly. We're alchemists. We can make our own money. Cost is of no importance. Nils Whittle. Let's see. What kind of voice is Nils gonna have? Do we have a deal? It's an intriguing proposal. But the old Van Tassen compound is far more difficult to get into now that Colvin occupies it. Their guards are far more vigilant. Believe me, we know. Concordia and I barely escaped with our lives. Just get me inside. I can take it from there. It's a little more complicated than that. The item we need isn't something you can carry on your person. It's a shipment. Specifically, a shipment of lead ore. I see. I'll supply you with a shipping order, but it needs a seal. You'll have to find a real order and take the seal from it. Okay. And then I suppose I'll impersonate a supply officer and simply take the shipment down the river to you. Exactly. That's somewhat more fanciful than I expected. On the contrary, it's as feasible as they come. Practically a walk in the park for someone of your caliber, right? And don't forget, we'll supply you with the best equipment you'll find anywhere. If I'm to make you this gold, I'll need the lead. That's how alchemy works, after all. See what we're talking about? Money is of no consequence. It's even as the plot progresses. Why have we turned to a life of crime, Baylor? Because we barely escaped with our lives from House Van Tassen getting completely decimated, just utterly obliterated into the ground. Gold, yes. I do like a bit of gold. Pull this off and you'll have more than just a bit. I promise you. So we need to make all of the fancy stuff for them here. Hey, Plots Magnum. And nice, Iron Furs. Yeah, it seemed like Alchemists, the board game, probably had some issues, but did some pretty unique and cool stuff. It's what I do want to try out at some point, for sure. For some reason, when you mention a washing machine solution, Chrono, it makes me think of back in elementary school. There's a thing called Lego Logo, which was sort of little projects you could do with like Lego, but you could program them a little bit to some extent, add some electronics and machinery to them a little bit to do other things. And I remember making a Lego Logo thing that was a washing machine that like had like some sort of like conveyor belt of like Lego person heads that like dumped into the washing machine and then they just spun around. I don't think I can remember any other Lego Logo projects I did, but I remember that one. Alright, seal solvent, climbing rope fiber, warming tonic, life sensing potion, or very dark thread. Got some options there. I guess we'll probably just go in order, at least for now, unless any of them seem dumb and we want to move on temporarily. Affixing the seals to orders and invoices was always such a chore. The thought of undoing one is a little thrilling. Yes, what a bold and daring rebel you are now. The seals are complex, but the glue isn't. A weak point in the system. Surprised it hadn't been taken advantage of before. Maybe it has been. The Van Tassen stocks were never very closely tracked. Armin didn't care much for details, I'm sorry to say. If nobody misses it, Is it really stealing? Spare me the philosophizing, please.
Yeah. 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 It's not the happiest of shapes, I dare say. That's the what I'm estimating I want to use in this. Feudum, huh, Drinchden? I don't think I've heard of Feudum. There's a copy of the game called Feudo that is supporting my current monitor that I've owned for like 7 years and I've never played. Probably even more than that. That was like one of my... That came early in the math trade cycle here. So I'm loosely thinking that this gets, like, maybe these 3... Oh no, that's still not enough, though. We would still need... Yeah. Maybe I just use 4 of these. Just, like, spin it around. Is that, I mean, that's workable. It's, awkward, but workable and different than what we've, done. Alright, let's, play it on that. That's just 10, yes? Okay, just 10. Can we convert this to salt? I don't think so. I don't think you can do Quicksilver into salt. Or, lead for that matter. Let me just make sure really quick though. Okay. So 4 of these need to be handled from this, which is a little on the unfortunate side. That's our major bottleneck for sure. So the current plan is this thing is just going to be spinning all over the frickin' place. So we're grabbing it here. As I'm about to do this, I'm already hesitating for multiple reasons. Because, like, this bin goes back the other way, right? So, like, picturing maybe spin it down, push it forward, spin it back left or something might be a little less ridiculously inefficient. Although, what's more stylish? There's some style to both of those, I think. Like, the kind of, like, zigzag here versus a just, like, spin around nonsense here. We can do cool stuff in either case, I feel. I need to rotate. Pivot it on this spot, please. Well, I could picture anyway, right? Sort of. Got that. We could also do it like this to start or something too. So I mean, those should be facing the same way, whichever way we end up rolling it, huh? So like that, probably. And then when we rotate it down again, we're still holding it here, and we've got these first three is the idea. Range like that. So they'll be like this. So we need it right here. That seems right. I think that's right. Hey, real girl. If you're talking about that defect run, we won that run. It was very silly in the last like third of that run. Greetings, last Skibble. So that'll attach this piece here. And then we spin it again. That's gonna be hard to keep track of further, but okay, so we got this kind of U shape is gonna be right there. And we're holding on to this still. Oop, nope, don't rotate it twice. So that's the okay. So that's how that'll be set up. So we need this over here. One more to the left there. That seems like what I'm gonna do. Hey, Shadow Cluster, you talking about these? They don't help that much as visual guides, I would say. For me. Like what I would want is like either just actual tokens of the elements I could use or some other better way to visualize the rotation, right? Like I have no way that I can comfortably visualize the rotation of everything. Oh man, this is gonna be silly. This is gonna be slow too, but that's okay. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Assuming I can actually get this working, huh? One more rotation. Actually, how far... We can't just, like, retract this at the end or anything to drop it off. We could retract it twice, I guess. That'd be the other option, right? Do it right there. That might be better. I don't know, it's not as stylish, though. I'm just afraid of, like, not having enough room to get, like, pieces where they need to go if I don't, But, you know what? We're gonna try. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. What I'm picturing is, well, not what you would call, what's the word? Good. Good wouldn't really be the word you would use, but will it work? I think so. Ah! Yeah, that's a potentially helpful cluster. We did the last puzzle kind of easy, right? We're like, it's good enough. We did something silly, finish it, it was fine. So we're like kicking this one up a little bit. Not going with something sensible per se. But I think we can get it to work. We're making the solution harder so that it can be slower, is basically. But it should be kind of stylish, I think. I hope so. Let's see, and I mean, we can't use this stuff for anything else as far as I know, so that's just gonna have to do its thing over here. This is a remix of FDL music. That is correct, Empty. So the first three, for right up here, all need to be salt. So that's the only actual salt we need. We're gonna need one of these somewhere around here, one of these somewhere around here. This is where the exit is. So I'll go ahead and like picture, give you guys a little bit of an idea, little preview of what I'm thinking right now. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. little less zigzaggy, of course, but that's kind of my plan right now. Doing something like that. I should probably do that like first-ish, since that's the most prone to have horrible problems. Use the hex on. I don't even know really how I would. Oh yeah, no, I know how I'd use that. That'd work reasonably well. So this is where we need... Oh no, we don't need it here. The last piece is over here. What was I... Okay. That's actually even worse. Great. Great. I mean... So, we're gonna be trying something like this, are we? Like, we'll put the first two over here, the third one will start its long journey down here, the fourth one over here... No, we could probably do it in order. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4... Because this will probably have 2 arms on it. So that it can, cycle in time for the next one. Might not even need it. It's gonna be slow. Alright, and that one does just have to be water. It doesn't need to be converted. Not that that actually costs me any time when we're dragging it across time and space here. Yeah. That's so much further away. So we can do this. Yeah, that works. I was planning on just bringing both over here. That's gonna be slower though. Let's that won't work, because then we're spinning it directly into this. So never mind on that. Nice, no home. Get it printed, shipped, good to go. Another game in the bank. Alright, never mind to that. I could just, like, drop one somewhere and have it picked up by something else that puts it over here into place. That, something like this. Can we do this and, like, actually rotate it instead of, like, just dragging it all the way down? I mean, I guess it's not that far to drag it, to be honest. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I could just put the molecule up here or something. Well, the problem with that is that it makes it really hard to grab for this. I was trying to keep it on this side so I can grab it and pull it all the way down here. Or I guess over here, right? Over here. Yes. Needs to get over here and over here. It's about equally easy to get it here from both sides, which is to say not easy, but easier to get it down here from here. Alright, sure. We'll go with this this nonsense for now. That seems about workable. Alright. Hmm. Oh, I need to grab it again. Alright, so there's that. Salutations, Chronic! 2 grabs it here. Goes 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's still faster than one cycle anyway, even with that much of an arm shenanigans there. Oh, that means we could add a flourish, right? No, because the timing for the first cycle is better this way. Because, yeah, it's dropped off here, and this is dropped off here. No, we can add a flourish at the end. Yeah, so as long as this drops it off. Man, the flourish is much better if it hasn't been dropped off yet, though. The flourish is less exciting otherwise. This could also go, like, in a circle. now I'm trying to optimize for style. That's what's happening now. Yeah, that I think that's got more style. Okay, let's see if we can plan on this then. I don't actually know which direction. It'll be easy to fix, or I can just check, right? Okay, that is the direction we want it to go. Cool. I'm spit. This doesn't actually cost us any time, right? I don't think so. Because, like, obviously, if I'm going all the way around here, we could just go up one and it'd be the same. But this is more stylish if it doesn't cost us time. So we're gonna do that. All right. How much extra style time do we have here? Not a whole lot, but a little bit, maybe. No, we don't have any extra style time. Dang it. No extra style time. Because that needs to let go when that lets go, so we're ready to roll with our main arm here. Although, wait, is this taking this long to reset? Because it should just go, you don't need to retrace your steps here. You just go minus one more time, right? Oh, it needs to rotate. Yeah, no, it's doing it right. It's doing it the fast way. Right, because that's gonna go like this, and yep, okay. That's fine. That's not bad. That, like, going in the circle there is better than going down and back up, right? Like, that's clearly got a little more style to it. I think we can all agree. Although it does get in the, it gets potentially in the way of taking another molecule all the way down here. This is like a freaking, like, stealth mission to get another molecule down here, man. We did it on this side, right? Which I think is better for my current plans. Like something like this. We could probably go all the way around if we have like 3 arms in the cycle. I don't know. We're rapidly approaching airship fuel. Okay, it has to wait this long to grab it. That's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, it should be grabbing it here if I did the first steps right, but I didn't. So I guess we're doing it here. That's fine. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, just a casual 7. Let me do this before I figure out another, like, loop around or anything like that. because there might be a problem, for example. Yeah. Just carry it around like that. Perfect, right? Perfect. It does end up connecting things correctly, right? Like, oh. Whee! Okay, this is backwards, but I think that's fine, right? Oh no, that wasn't, well, it needs to be salted somewhere, but that's fine. We can salt it somewhere. That's not a problem. Just add another salting device somewhere. Wherever it seems like it would visually fit at this point, right? Okay, probably up here is pretty good, or over here. Yeah, I think right here is the style spot for more salt. Obviously, I could just, like, retract instead and not have to spin it around the outside. I think, spinning it around the outside's slightly more, style. It's close. Okay, and then, all the way over here is when, we now rotate again. Alright, good work, arm 3. Just coat the entire board in salt. Be bound to work out fine eventually. Okay, and then this guy be right here. And it'll grab it after 4 grabs it here. And it's gonna spin around this way, right? See, I can't time this. I could add a little more flair to the spin around, right? Like move it down 3, and then spin it around right before it crashes. Actually, we could just go past. If we don't need the time, that's probably better. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be hanging up here, and we spin it down into here. Let's get some idea what this is gonna look like with it all off screen. That's the one that needs to not be salt, though. I guess we might be spinning it around the other way. That's fine. I wanna look at timing. That gets there really early, actually. It's got all the time in the world. Well, it's got slightly enough time. Oh, I moved it forward before I dropped it for some reason. Oh, no, I hit the wrong thing here. I tried to grab instead of drop. Okay. But that's the right order. And by all the time in the world, we had like 2 extra steps or something. We did not have much time. Okay. So, stick with the original accident, maybe? Well, no, I guess that's more reason. We gotta not salt it, right? So we'll just spin it around on the outside. Alright, alright. spinning it around that way. See, given these other spins, that's a pretty good timing for the first one. So we're facing this way. So we're gonna need 4 more. We don't actually have time to dally, but we can figure out when the best time for those 4 spins are. Here, let's just get rid of this for right now. Yeah, 5 total spins. Or rotates, I suppose, is what I should call them, because spin is a different thing. Pivot, I guess, is what they call it, to avoid using the word spin. Rip all that time we thought we had. This thing will hopefully be out of the way enough that it doesn't collide when this spins around too. Oops. So that means it's here. That's no good. That's just super no good. So we'll do that. That's fine-ish. Maybe reverse those 2. I'm trying to min-max for style here. Oh, what? This stupid thing's down here. Not even paying attention to this thing yet. Did you know that this solution takes up a lot of space? That's super in a collision path, ain't it? And it's even slower if we do the loop around like we wanted to. Well, that's sad. Like if it just goes back up. Well, going back up looks okay if it's about to be smashed into by something else, right? So I guess we can maybe live with that. Not being a loop. So it's dropping it here. We need to wait at least a turn before we rotate it. Possibly more. Like 3 more. Oh, I need to do this manually because it's rotating first. I need to make sure it's moving back first, not rotating first, right? Approximately like that. So slam that in there. And I haven't let go yet? Oh, I lost the let go instruction. I lost the let go instruction. We can maybe go one turn sooner. Now that we're doing that, right? Yeah. And this can should just be able to immediately spin again at the end and just slam it down, because this piece will be waiting here for like a million years, right? Although I could probably time it so that it's moving in just as this is spinning around, right? That's probably the best style pick. Obviously we need some superfluous arms down here to help mosey this stuff along. So just like whatever you feel is appropriate. Like here? Sure. We'll do it offset by 1 because it's silly. Why not? That should work still. Making sure they don't collide. So then clearly we need all right. This is all absolutely necessary and important for the operation of this machine. So we need to pull that back there. And meanwhile, or after it does that, then you know we got let's see here. We got one of these guys here. Yeah. That's that little boy is gonna go like yeah, and gonna extend that, of course. And then spin it over here, and then this arm over here, that arm is then gonna pick this up and extend it twice and drop it where it needs to be. That's still too early, right? Like we're still we need it there by here. We want it to hit at that point right here, I guess, right? That's where we want it to hit, right over here. Might need to be 1 sooner than that. Alright. Clearly, this is important. That's how all of this down here needs to work. Okay, we got the slam jam at the end though. That's what we were counting on, because that looks awesome when it pokes in at the very end and then boom, just grabs it on the swing by right there, right? I wish I could zoom out on these puzzles though, because like we can't even witness the silliness that's properly happening here. That actually somewhat makes me less inclined to properly finish stylizing this, you see. Because we've got a lot of dead time with these arms, and we can style them up. But we can't, like, see most of them. It's still kind of fast! What do we have to do to not get a cycle to the left of the hump, man? It's hard to get the cycle, like, over on this side of the hump. I have to, like, be actively slow. Because we were basically being actively slow this time, right? Like, we're like, alright, we're gonna have one arm, it's gonna spin around all of this nonsense all by itself over, like, this 19 cycle loop or something like that. And then somehow still beats the cycle hump there. Man, yeah, the fact you can't, like, just watch this all on screen at the same time definitely disincentivizes added style points, I feel. I mean, you got the recorded GIFs, I suppose. But, I feel like this ending bit right there is the highest point of style in this for sure, right? That's just perfect. The slam grab as it spins by. Oh man, you're there. Outpipped. Like, two has all of this time, it could be, like, spinning around, doing shenanigans. Oh well. Oh well.
It seems a solvent like this would have application well outside the specific mission we've discussed. You can keep it. Wait. You're sure? I'm not planning a life of crime. Just the one crime.
One or two.
Once you start down the road, it's hard to go back. Not that I've tried.
One or two is a surprisingly good line there. Because he literally comes off not having fun, but he just ran with it. I liked it. Let's see. So next we got some climbing rope fiber or some dark thread or something. We got a few options here. Definitely not the lowest area. I mean, look, there has been someone out there that solved that solution with a bigger area, probably. Okay? Although I don't think I can even say that necessarily for airship fuel. We might actually be the biggest area solution to that puzzle someone's made. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well, what do folks think? Do we want to keep rolling with Opus? We want to switch over to something else? We'll throw up a poll for it, I do suppose. Let's see, so we can do some more Opus Magnum, what we've been doing just right now here. We could do Octahedron. That is a kind of visually bright and pulsing platformer where you kind of make temporary platforms underneath yourself. Played a little bit of that and it was pretty neat. Dead in Vinland. I don't think I have seen anything about that, no. What else do we want to consider? Do we want to leave it to options that I keep putting off going back to, or add old favorite options as well? We could do Dandara, which is like a Metroidvania that you're kind of bouncing off the walls, rather than like platforming normally. That is correct, Arbonic. Yeah, Octahedron has chipsil music, same composer as she did Super Hexagon. We could do more Silver Grapple, which is a grapple-based platformer with lots of... Basically, Silver Grapple tends to be generous checkpoints, but like very tight timing on your grapple jumps and stuff. I've played You Have to Burn the Rope before, Real Girl. I don't think I've played it on stream, but let's see. Yeah, that's probably sufficient options. Oh hey, Playlist knows what's up. Playlist is putting in a vote for more Opus Magnum, apparently. Got a couple Opus songs on the playlist now. And that just happened to randomly come up just now. Nice. Yeah, that's enough options. Enough options. So, polls posted in chat. I do thank you all for hanging out. Hope you guys are enjoying some chill alchemical engineering here. We'll be back in just a few minutes, huh? Alright, not too surprising. Chat has voted the same way the playlist has voted. I mean, the other options I proposed were not really in the same like genre as Opus, right? So if you're watching Opus Magnum, you probably don't want to switch it up. But we got all these games that are like pretty good, and we liked them, so we were like, oh, we should probably play more of them at some point. So I'm gonna keep checking them on polls when we can, anyway. I guess they might get played more eventually. We'll see. But yeah, we'll keep doing some Opus for now. Sounds like. This is one of my all-time favorite Homestuck songs, and it's not even used in the comic. It was made after the comic was over. Or published, anyway, after the comic was over. Yeah, all three of those are pretty obscure. Octahedron, Silver Grapple, and the other one, Dandara. Climbing Rope Fiber.
This is vexing. We were still at House Fantassin, or were we still at House Fantassin, I could supply you immediately with any length of rope. And in a variety of widths and colors, too. I hardly need anything so extravagant. I can make something better anyway. You don't need to create everything, Antaeus. No, it's fine. I have an idea for how the fiber should work. It's possible the alchemist is rather enjoying himself.
Oh, okay, we're doing this thing. Doing one of these things. Right, because we're making rope. Sure. I already have an initial idea. I suppose if we're doing it from afar, we can just do something like this, huh? This might work. Okay, we need at least a 6 cycle, probably no matter what, right? Let's put that there as a reminder of that fact, I suppose. Oh, it needs to be connected. Oh god, right. I'm doing something that doesn't do what needs to be done. That, yeah. Hmm. It's like if we just make this and like keep shoving it over, it'll work, right? No. Yeah, getting the core filled first is probably most important, actually, yeah. Yeah, actually, this seems reasonable still. I'm just gonna remove all this for a second while I think about how else this might work well, huh? I mean, the extender arm just repeatedly pushing by one certainly makes the most sense, right? Man, like that kind of leaves me with wanting a setup like instruction that's never repeated, though. Because we just want to push it out one, but that's never gonna quite work, right? Hmm. Wait, this actually works. Yeah, no, this works on a nice loop. This works on a nice loop because we push it out 2 each time, and that just automatically keeps pushing it out, right? So we grab it, move 2, go back, grab it, move 1, and then it's already connected to the other piece, so you push it again, it pushes the whole structure, so it moves to reset. Okay. So that loops pretty nicely. Yeah. At the nice 6 loop that we decided we needed anyway. With the Earth here much further away now, it's going to be a little harder to salt things how we would like, but I'm sure we can get something going here. I wonder if it's okay to have junk on the end, right? Like you have an extra Earth on one end, and it seems like it should be fine, but I'm not sure. We might find out. Because there might be like an extra Earth sticking out here by the time we get salt over here. What's the quickest way to get this from here to here? That's pretty much the question, huh? So, I mean, if we did this, let's grab 2, 3, drop 4, 5, 6. So that's a 6 loop. That would be fine, right? Yeah. 6 loop is exactly what we need. Okay. Or, okay. How about over here? Can we get heat? We want to get here in 6 now as well. This one we're probably using either 2 arms or track or both. Let's see. Grab 2 2. And then we could track for 3, 4. That'd be an 8 loop. This doesn't like magically. Oh, it could actually, but that's still too many, right? That works in a 6 loop actually, doesn't it? I think so. Oh no! Curses! Thought we'd have enough room after we retracted there. Well, that's like realistic though, no hope. We're making rope. There's gonna be like a little bit of a frayed bit off at the end or whatever. That's fine. But this is not fine. This is very not fine. Okay, it's pretty not fine. Why don't we do... Whoa. Do this. Also do this with 2 arms. How about that? Oh, we're not salting them, but... And this is also too fast now. Timing that might be slightly awkward, but... Nah, this is it's all attached that way. How much faster do we need to be with 1 here? What if we just switch the order we do these in? That might work out better for us. So that means 4 happens before, basically, move all these back here, move all these out too. Dagnabbit consort it! There's no room to rotate next to this thing, man. I mean, I guess we just keep doing this. There's gotta be a better way than what I'm doing here, but guess this is what we're doing. All right, add another arm. Here we go. This is probably gonna hold on. Let's see if that collapses right away. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. That's not gonna work. Can't just do the same Band-Aid yet again, I suppose. Tracks bring me more than 6 cycles, generally speaking. So they're too slow. What about, like, this, though? Well, that's assuming it's only where it needs to be. That doesn't work. Cheers, Crazy. And greetings. The first horizontal link. They all need to be attached, real girl. They all need to be attached. We're making a big chain of them all to push out the end here. And this does not attach them here. We can't make our series of nonsense too long, or it's gonna be there too late. Although that's probably still okay, just a little slow. What if we got like something back like here or something? Well, that's not showing the right one, is it? No. So that could drop it here. From there we can swing it here, which is the same. This is all just a slower version of what we're already doing. So maybe don't do that. Salutations, Blue Sapphire. Going pretty well. So what if we have it like here? I mean, that all works. It's sloppy and kind of slow, but it might be fast enough. Alright, so yeah, this one definitely needs to go first, possibly even first rather than, but we'll start it here. Okay, retract, loop. When that drops it off here, then 5 picks it up, rotates it, loops, then 6 grabs it, extends, loops. Alright, how much behind the cycle is this? It's not at all. In fact, it's ahead of the cycle. The initial thing to get everything going is too slow, man. We're actually still fast enough. And I realize we didn't calcify, but that's easy to fix somewhere here. I didn't think this nonsense would end up being too fast. When I said we didn't have that much time to get all this nonsense going, I was wrong. We got all of the time. Alright, I mean, just, I mean, we could do it like 2 steps slower, but that's not slow enough, is it? Because we need it back out of place before this one gets the next one messing our day here. Now we still got more time than that. We can wait a little bit. Man. Yeah, right now we're about 4 cycles ahead. Yeah. Move it up 3. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. It collides there. What's the latest we can have it not collide there? Right there. Okay. That's, I mean, that's close. Can we, extend this one by 2 without causing problems? We can, in fact. Alright. Alright. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're 4th of the friends list. Pretty smooth little solution. And like we've got these guys like nicely timed that they like fit in just perfectly when they need to, right? That always looks neat. Like this down here is like a little bit of an eyesore, to be honest, but it works. It works. You do have the least area used. Mine's not that far off, though.
Who knew that creating rope fiber could be so fascinating? It's not something I imagine they teach at alchemy school. Strong and resilient, yet light and easy to carry. I say a better rope has never before been created. He's really quite absorbed. It's a shame most alchemists think work like this beneath them. Imagine how different the world would be if we applied ourselves to problems like this one.
Warming tonic.
This warming potion isn't just alcohol again, is it?
No. Alcohol doesn't actually warm the body. It only creates the illusion of warmth.
What's this you're talking about?
It's a long story and nothing to concern yourself with.
He made alcohol for someone and called it a courage potion. And yet he still refuses to make alcohol for me.
The man I made that alcohol for was preparing to fight for his death. You, on the other hand, are supposed to live.
For a while yet, I should hope.
Alright. Well, I mean, it's kind of like alcohol. So it's still fire water. Mostly. Okay, we got the right number of ingredients, so that's promising to do this efficiently in some fashion. How I actually pull that off is not necessarily going to be easy. But we can get a nice nice chunk here. Although the timing's a little awkward. Well, no, that's fine. Yeah. Use water, and then the water salt, and then 2 fires, and then 1 salt from each for the last 2. Hopefully. Something along those lines. Although the initial thought is to have this up close and personal, and that's not gonna work so well with the rotation out to get these bits fused. Although actually, like, you could do kind of what we just did, right? Like, you could do something like that even. Or, like that. You can do that either way. Oh, no, stop. I'm gonna ruin everything again, probably. Hold on. Like, it's gonna, like, refuse or something. Is that... I had that problem before. Here, that won't inherently be a problem. Here, this should not be a problem. Let's put it that way. Should not. Doesn't mean will not, but should not. Oh, right, this is not gonna magically... There's no room to turn this into salt in this scenario. If I had the spinny thing, I might try to implement that and be like, alright, well, we're turning it into salt, but then we're turning it into not salt, and then... No, probably not. Hey, Lassie Coroner. Welcome to the stream. It has actually a moderate amount of story to it. It's still somewhat background, but there's some little like funnier, interesting bits to the dialogue here and there, and it's very easy to ignore if you don't care about it too. So you can kind of go either way there. And yeah, this definitely it feels very much like Codex of Alchemical Engineering, even more than like Space Kim or Infinifactory did. So if you really liked Codex, definitely worth checking this out as well. Let's see. Oh, the spacing on that's actually perfect, huh? Alright. That actually means we could put this here if we wanted to, I think. Oh no, never mind. That's still not enough room. Never mind. So I'm actually loosely picturing... Okay, let me test one thing first here. Okay, there is enough room to spin past that. So if we need to do that to get our extra salt here rolling, we could potentially do that. Aim for like an 8 cycle or something. Otherwise, this could spin the first one past it to go over here, which is actually perfectly positioned to salt here. Getting the fire where it needs to go is not necessarily going to be the easiest. Does that have room to rotate? It's harder to picture when atoms are going to be colliding in this, though, I think. Okay, that does have room. That's what I thought, but... Yeah, as Real Girl said, so we've got these glyphs of calcification here. So we move regular elements into them, and they convert into salt, whatever they are. So we time that right, we could do that. Oh, you know what we could maybe do it through? We might be able to use one of these. Actually. If I'm gonna plan on putting one over here. That seems somewhat promising anyway. Although it's a little... it's a little awkward because the drop and pickup operations want to happen at the exact same time, and that's not gonna quite it's not gonna quite work there. But this does mean it's fewer like operations to get back to its state, though, I think. So instead of having to move back, we're waiting one instead of... We're only saving like one cycle from it, I think, but that's still worth it. So I need to drop and then immediately pick up again, because it won't be... Let's see. Do we have time for that? We'll see. That might work. Let's make sure that works before we... implemented here. Does this save us no time then? We could also do this and put this here. Yeah, okay, we gotta use the 6. That'll work. That gives us a 7 loop. I don't know when this is gonna have a good time to sneak through, though. It kind of has no time to sneak through. We'll see if we can make that work. Wait, why didn't it pick up again? Oh, was it not back yet? No, it should be back yet. It's been 2 cycles. Why doesn't that work? It's not picking up another water there. Eh? Can you just not do that? Yeah. You gotta do it like that, I guess. Literally have to drop it and then immediately pick it back up again. Alright. Fair enough. Wait, is that the right timing for 5 now? No, 5's early. Yeah. Fortunately, spinning back the way it came is faster, Kinshura. Well, see, it's not faster, but it... might have to do this silly thing. Because, like, if we just copy-paste this instruction rather than actually having it loop back, it's already in position to pick up the next, right? Like, it doesn't actually need to spin back. We just need to do it in such a way that that is fine, you know? Okay, and then we've got 2 for calcification. Oh, this is gonna calcify the fire! No! No, you guys, no! Hey, Papa Noel. I don't have enough room. I was already kind of horrified at the prospect of figuring out how I'm gonna get another fire molecule all the way over here somewhere. But we've got current problems rather than future problems still. Okay. Does this break everything? That's different. Although that is a concern. That is definitely a concern. Wait, what was my plan with this? I had a plan with this briefly. It's like I could do something with this to get us all in here. How did I think that was gonna work? Hey, Eltrius. I mean, if we wanted to grab 3 of these over here, we could drop one of them off here. I mean, like, basically have another one picked up, moved here, so that we can then, like, move it in here, but there's no time or space to do any of that. I mean, I could have a arm pull one back here and then push it into here. I think that doesn't actually get in the way of anything. It's nonsense. But I think it would technically work. I mean... How hard do we want to go and on this pinwheel plan? See, I thought about that first wheel girl. That's slower. It's easier, but it is slower. This is our stream playlist, Lassie. You are correct. Total Annihilation is one of my all-time favorites. But when I'm talking about doing the nonsense I am now, it's probably like slower anyway, right? We've got 2 fire molecules. We've got 2 atoms, whatever. We've got 2 atoms of fire. I was gonna do this thing with frickin' 1 of each. But we got 3. You see this other guy just sitting up here, completely ignored, waiting to be used. We have 3 reagents. Okay. I mean that. Yeah. This changes everything. I probably just want to like delete about everything I have right now. I think that is probably just correct. Like we can still make this work, and we could make it slightly less terrible with that second fire, but yeah. Let's So, I mean, it's certainly possible to do without the second fire. You could totally complete this this puzzle. It's just a nice clean slate here. I feel is prudent at this juncture. Can't be any closer than that. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, that fire becomes this salt. This water will be the water in this salt. This fire will be this fire and this salt. So I mean, all of that is looking way better. The standard recommendation is the Xbox 360 controller, Eltrius. I have not said or used enough variety of controllers to have like a further informed opinion, but I can say the 360 controller was good enough that when mine broke, I got a new one rather than seeking out something else. Like I looked around briefly, like PS3 controllers or stuff like that, but that seems like your standard option. Anything that's better will be more expensive. And the one other thing to note there is that the D-pad on the 360 controller is just trash garbage. It's just absolute garbage. But if you don't care about the D-pad, and most of the time when you're using it, you don't care about the D-pad, then that's fine. You just ignore it. Greetings, Aroma. Alright, so this handles those two. This we need to set up for here and here. Online, the Xbox One controllers are definitely, well, I shouldn't say definitely. When I last checked about 8 months ago when I was buying my new 360 controller, 8 months? No, more than that. A year ago? Something like a year ago, The 360 ones were definitely cheaper than the Xbox One ones, but otherwise, yeah, it's worth checking out if that's changed. It certainly might have. Oh, yeah, there's nothing fancy to it here. That's just, everything's covered right there. Okay. Jolly good, then. No, that's okay. I got myself before there was a problem. Yeah, there's no way to actually get this to an output. We can get everything fused together, and then what? Also, no, we're not. Okay, I was afraid we might be converting these fires into salt too, but no, those are happening over here. That's a good question, Eltrius. I am honestly not 100% sure. I think it's supposed to, like, obviously it's the sort of thing, like, you use it in both cases, it should be good to go. I think if you already have a cart of other products that are, like, it probably doesn't count those if you then go to Amazon through, like, or if you add stuff to your cart not through an affiliate link and they're still in there later when you buy them, I think the original source is what matters there, but I'm not certain. Oh yeah, the Borderlands games are on consoles as well, so they do in fact have the controller support. But that is a nice thing about using the more popular controllers, right? You have more games that'll automatically recognize them and just work. Okay, so, but like the idea was that I was gonna be pulling this through here, that everything gets nice and connected on the way, and then it's glorious. Also, I'm putting 2 salt here for some reason. One of these salts is supposed to be over here. No wonder I was like, well, this is easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's because I'm doing it wrong. So, no big surprise there, I guess. This might give us enough room to spin this out at the end, too. Let's see, we'll be grabbing it on this part. Yeah, there's enough room to spin it out here at the end. Cool. We'll have to spin it out twice, I guess. That's fine. I'll leave this up here for the bottle until we are finalizing. Okay. Now I'm deciding I'm using this fire for both of these salts. Why can't I just do things the way, like, I had a plan and then my brain's like, all right, well, I know you had a plan, but let's not pretend that was a thing that ever existed. Yeah, in my head, like an official 360 controller costs like 28 US or so, and a Xbox One controller is like 35, 40 or something like that. Cool, Eltris. Hey, Frog with Taunt. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. It's the salt, and it's this fire right here. It's the fire right there. It's not the 2 salts. It's not the fire and the salt we already have. Okay. I mean, if it's easier, we can make this fire the salt over here, to be honest. Like, that's fine, too. And that's pretty easy. So maybe we just do that and make this the 2 salts. We could make this the 2 salts. No, we can't. No, we can't. It doesn't work that way. Stop trying to change the plan. I basically am picturing these, like, reagents as completely interchangeable at this point. Like, I can't stop myself thinking that way for some reason. It's, like, this infectious nonsense. It's like, well, we need 2 fires and 2 salts out of these 2 reagents. It doesn't matter what order we combine those in. Completely irrelevant. Okay, stop. We need to get a fire to here. It's not that hard. Just figure out how we want to do it. And ideally keep this kind of far away, if possible. So we have room to swing this out. Yeah, it, like, can't be here. It could probably not be here either. This is actually, like, as close as it can be. That's maybe a problem in and of itself. Although we can just do something like this, right? Grab it, drop it over there. That's fine. Although then this is like in the exact spot it needs to be to push it over here, in theory. Gotcha, real girl. Yeah, and it's definitely gonna depend on where you're at too, right? Like the prices and availability and stuff I'm thinking of are US for sure, and I realize that only applies to about 45% of you, so obviously check for yourselves what's available. I mean, we can always rail this though, right? Yeah. Let's just do that. That's fine. Okay, so that covers those. We get left enough room that we can swing this out at the end. And we've just got the water deal with now. Which is really pretty easy. We'll see, Iron Ferris. We'll see. Oh, gotcha, Eltris. No, the affiliate link I have is US only, so the other Amazon sites like Germany or UK or Canada or whatever don't count. They allow you to set up separate affiliate links for those, but when they're out of your native country, they are not friendly on the terms of the affiliate agreement, so I just don't worry about them. Like, it would be many years before they paid out, and then they would take a big cut of it anyway. Wait, that doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work at all. This doesn't go here. Although now I kind of want to do it like this. Just pull it back, calcify here, push it back, and it just keeps going like this. Does that end up costing us cycles? Because that would work. It's a little slow. It's interesting, though. Canada's like number 2 or 3. Like, it depends, but yeah, that and Germany are the next highest after the US. Usually around 8% of viewership, thereabouts. Okay, let's do like what's our longest cycles right now? We got like this 5 here. So we got 6 cycles there. What does this look like for this? Yeah, no, that fits in the 6. Yeah, all right. That might be fine. That might be fine. Eldritz. I'm not commenting on the quality of Canada, just the portion of viewership. Like, I mean, we can just check right now what over the past couple streams, right? Let's do it. They make this fairly straightforward nowadays. Let's see. So this was just the. This is just tonight, right? Yes. All right. Yeah, Canada's 12% tonight. Oh man. Finland is actually number 3 tonight, barely beating out Australia. What about like last stream? Last stream, Germany's number 2, Canada's number 3, UK's number 4. Then we got Australia, France, Sweden, Finland, Netherlands, Poland. Always nice to see how diverse the crowd is in any case. Anyway, back to the game, I guess. Okay. 4 will be here. And that just extends to us, yeah. Okay. And 7 likewise. Actually, you know, if this works any better, like this could push it out 1. Oh no, we're gonna wait. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. I was afraid we were gonna calcify this, but we're just calcifying something that's already calcified, which is interesting because that means we don't actually need to calcify this here. I don't think this actually saves us anything to not do it right away, though. Like, does that even matter? Like, we're still waiting on something. Probably. Let's just see approximately how this would work. Let's because it seems like this 30 here is already going to be our limiting factor, so giving it fewer cycles is only a good idea, right? This is only rotating it to here. Oh, because I clicked on this, I think, and it's bringing up the... But this is the one that's on top! Yeah, this is gonna put that here. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. By the time it actually gets there, we can just throw down another one of these bad boys. Why not? Why not? Let's move that to the end, which should be there. So that drops it off here. Okay, so when does this get here, and this get here, and this get here. All of those happen pretty reasonable time, right? Like, do they all happen before this? So yeah, one gets that there. 6 needs to get that here. Okay, so 6 being slow is actually relevant? Or it's exactly not relevant. It's one of the two. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. With the use new shenanigans there. Okay, then 5 is already dropping it here, so that's cool. What is 4's? 5 and 4 are doing the same thing. Why do I've done this like 18 times. I don't know why. I want salt to go in the same place from multiple sources. So the idea here was that we grabbed one, spun it, and then spit it down here, right? That was the plan? That was completely the plan. Okay. How about you do what you're supposed to do for? How about you do that? Okay, grab it, rotate it, then extend twice, then loop. Cool. Indeed, Eldrius, yeah. Headache-inducing in a good way is a pretty reasonable description, I feel. So right here is when you would grab it. And retract. Rotate. Oh! Do we have... No, it still doesn't fit here, so we have to rotate twice no matter what. I was seeing if we could, like, save it, because we need to extend it back to get into orientation here anyway, right? And then that fits, there. Hey, nothing's broken, it just works. That's unusual. "27 cycles! Holy moly. I mean, we still did pretty fast, it's still good. But, 20... We even, didn't take up that much area, huh? 27 cycles is so fast. Yeah, and that's just in time here, so we could speed that up, but it doesn't actually help to do so. Which is a little sad, because we could have used the same salt pad here for both. I could lower my area really easily, I guess. Like, I could move this up and, like, we don't even need the salt pad, but... Alright. That's a fairly nice little solution. Not unhappy with that.
This tonic that keeps the body warm. If you don't mind, could you make some extras of this? What? Are you trying to make a few extra gilder on the side? Not everything I do is for money. Do you have any idea how many people could use something like this? Oh, I understand. You people from the houses can be so tremendously ignorant sometimes. It's a shame we can't make more. You'd never make enough.
I'm gonna just take a look at both of these and see which one I want to work. Oh, okay, we're doing something new here. That either means it's easy or hard. I don't know which. The glyph of animasis transmutes 2 atoms of neutral salt into 1 of vita and 1 of death. Alchemists use the glyph of animus, and the forces of vitae and mors are not always regarded favorably by the university. So that's, oh no, we gotta do a loop-de-loopy thing. We just take, at least it's an even number. Alright, what's the other one look like? Very dark thread. Okay, that's some more thread. But with it, all shenanigans. And these, oh, it's connected like, oh no. Okay, well that is daunting. That is daunting. So let's go back to the life sensing potion.
This seems rather unprecedented.
It is. I'm exploring new frontiers in alchemy here.
Dare I ask what the great alchemist is concocting now?
Imagine yourself with an increased sensitivity to life. If a guard were standing in the next room, you could feel their presence. It's a kind of pulse or thump.
Sounds rather ghastly.
But you'd be nigh undetectable.
I suppose I do enjoy the occasional unfair advantage.
Alright. Okay, this time these are all the same. These are all the same. Because we don't have the spinny wheel that can convert them into salt the other way. No, okay. So they're all the same. It's not like me treating them like they're the same, like I was constantly doing last time. They are, in fact, the same. So this really makes me want to only have one bonder here and go ham on some merry-go-round. I don't know about proper merry-go-round. Yeah, that wouldn't give us any way to actually deposit the exit there, so we'll just have an arm spinning around on this for a million years, and we'll keep putting what needs to be put into place. We have to convert them to salt first, too. So that's the easiest initial setup. I'm not saying it's a good initial setup, but it's the easiest. Oh, well. So somewhere we'll have an arm that's just gonna keep spinning around and it's gonna hit everything. And then like by the time it's over, it's all the way spun around, then it's time to drop off, right? That's what we want to do anyway. So it could resemble that. That's such a long way to get stuff where it needs to go, though. Probably still correct-ish. It'd be better if we've got it like over here or something. This doesn't actually work for drop-off, does it? It's so hard. I'm having a hard time picturing. So I'm like trying to anchor on this, like say there's death here, right? Does this not work at all? I thought I looked at it and it worked on the other one, but I might have looked at it wrong, but maybe I'm just looking at it wrong now. Alright, let's pull it back kind of how I had it here. Alright, so death is there. Ends up like that. But that doesn't actually work. This feels like this has to be a way to make this work. I mean, I can always like make this an extender and extend it at the end, I guess. If I need it further out. That's less smooth though, less silky. Hey, Zabragani. Yep, you can rotate the drop-off point. Like I can't visualize this this sort of thing. That's why I wish I had like these little glyphs here are not really enough to help with that. That's my biggest overall problem with this game, is that I can just stare at this for a long time and I can't actually visualize how I'm picking something up and rotating it around. Like being able to spin this around helps, but I'm still not seeing it very clearly. I guess, well, this is the pivot point it forces on us, right? So we if I do it from the pivot point, that'll be easier to visualize. Maybe. Alright, I'm putting a figure on the screen to track where the arm would be. Holding it at that spot. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Because, yeah, of course not. This would have to fit here if it were to work this way. So we just need to extend it at the end. And then it'll work. Because then it could just be like over here or something. Wait, is that even enough? Like extending, we could extend it twice and then that could be enough somewhere. Like then it could be something like this, okay. Yeah, indeed, no home. I mean, like, I could technically fuse the basics together and, like, spin them around a little bit. And, take a look at how that feels or something. That actually might not be a bad idea, honestly, to get this, piece set. And once that's set, we can still move this wherever it needs to be, pretty much. We probably want this on the bottom? Because we want it as accessible as possible for other stuff down here, right? That is the plan at present, anyway, Zapper. Been watching someone do it Factorio and talking about Factorio a bit recently, so like it's like, man, I kind of just want to play some Factorio. Starting to visualize how I want to do some stuff. And... yeah, indeed, no hope. Indeed. This should be here, though, right? Yeah. Okay. No, no. Alright, let's just do this to give myself a spinny spin and see how that all feels, right? So I think in this case 5s first, right? Oh, it needs to actually grab on before it starts spinning, doesn't it? Suppose that's a thing that needs to happen. Oh, right. I've got to manually loop these if we're doing it that way. Alright. We're just trying to feel that this is going correctly. Okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Because everyone has to go into the same spot from here on out. Alright, so let's just do it this way with just the one. Can we move these faster if we're doing it this way? We probably won't be able to later, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, that's too fast. Still too fast. Right, I guess that this is a 4 cycle, so why am I trying to do it in a 3 cycle, right? Just because it seemed fine? Oh, I meant to just pause it there, but... Okay, and then that still needs to spin around one last time. So that we get that final bond. That's not gonna work. I'm glad we tested this with something, because when this tries to extend it, we're gonna catch it on the back end of my my arm here. So yeah, this is just a completely sunk plan that can't at all work. Indeed, no hope. Yeah, that's been like definitely true of that kind of game, right? Like games like this, but especially like Hexels, right? Where the rules are pretty easy to pick up and understand, and you can kind of see where you want to go with it, but the streamer's not doing what that move you see on the screen, so it's like, fine, I'm just gonna buy it, I'm gonna do it myself. Which is good, though, right? Hexels deserves to be bought and played, as does this. But yeah, that, okay. I'm glad we did the test. I don't know what I want to do now, mind you, because that just seemed like such a neat plan, right? You just spin it around, everything connects, it's perfect, and it's awesome. Nope, think again, suckers.